Engage is finally here, and you know what that means? It's time for a summoning session, and this banner is pretty crazy. I think they actually came out with a very big bang for Engage with some really cool stuff. Not only did we get 5 extra tickets on top of the Forging Bond tickets as well, we also got a little event with some extra orbs. Now when it comes to this banner, my goal obviously is to get a whole bunch of Alfreds. I really like Arcane Lance, and I want as many copies as possible so I can give it to all my old favorites. I also want Alear because Charge seems really cool and fun, and Chloe also seems like a fun unit. If I get Celine, that's cool. Anyway, we're gonna jump in. Our focus is obviously gonna be blue, and then red, and then maybe we'll pick up some greens because we have lots of tickets as well. Colorless is not very useful though, so we'll be skipping that. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the units themselves. Obviously, Alear has broken the speed barrier. She's our first unit to hit 50 speed naturally. No dragon flowers, nothing, right? Just the speed. There's Dwessel. That's a bit weird. Okay, sure. You are not Alfred, but I think he's mad here because I didn't put him the highest on my Arcane Lance tier list. But yeah, Alear with just a speed super boon hits 50 speed naturally, which is just bonkers fast, especially when you consider how much speed she has in her weapon. Like, oh, this unit is so ridiculously fast. And speed power creep has just been going nuts like lately. It's just been ridiculous. She also has a super boon in attack, so she can have up to 47 attack, which is pretty cool. When it comes to Alfred, his stat line is about what we expected, right? Really high attack and defense, not great speed or resistance, which is kind of suck, but it is what it is. He does have like a monstrous natural attack stat thanks to his preference A slot though. When it comes to Chloe, Chloe does have pretty decent stats, I'd say. She has 38 attack, 40 speed, 28 defense, and 42 resistance. So her defense is a bit low, but she does have that flat damage reduction from resistance, so it kind of makes sense. Pegasus Flight's definitely going to help with that though, because you can definitely get a lot of defense off that skill. Then lastly, we have Celine, who is pretty offensively oriented. She has 41 attack, 44 speed, and 38 resistance. Really low defense at 17 though, so not much to write home about there. It's pretty much what we expected as well. Now the real things I want to talk about are Lumera. Lumera is going to be our free Grand Hero battle, and this unit seems pretty amazing for a free-to-play character, right? First of all, her stats. She has 43 HP, 43 attack, 43 speed, 33 defense, and 25 resistance, with super boons in attack and speed, right? Pretty decent already, not sounding too bad, but it gets really crazy when we start talking about her preference weapon. That's right, she actually has a preference weapon, which is really cool. It's going to be called Monarch Blade. It grants speed +3. At start of combat, if unit exists, you get +5 to all stats and inflict guard on the foe. You get 15% true damage based off speed. That doesn't work with AoEs, but it's still fine. And then also, she gets speed-based damage reduction. So she essentially showed up and like kicked Yenfei in the nuts. Like, Yenfei is just complete trash compared to her. It's kind of crazy how much better she is. The only thing that's really like missing, I guess, is she could have had slaying instead of speed, but as a free-to-play unit, that's completely fine, right? Definitely not going to complain about that. That is a very bustedly good free-to-play weapon. So I could definitely see people building her for sure. Because, I mean, why would you not, right? She's also going to score really well in Arena. As she has that new infantry BST. What a great free-to-play unit. Cannot wait to pick her up. I don't know if I'm going to merge her up to +10. I'm still on the fence on it. I'm going to wait a little bit. I got burnt by Yenfei pretty bad, and I don't know if I want to make the same mistake. She doesn't seem anywhere near Yenfei, right? Like, she has so much more going for her than Yenfei does, but even so, I'm a bit scared to invest into another Grand Hero Battle Sword. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the Hall of Forms. We actually got the Hall of Forms announced, so we know what units are coming up for our Fates Hall of Form, and we actually, speaking of Fates, here's Effie, we have Brave Camilla, which is really cool. I really love that. We have Hot Springs Hinoka, which is just completely random. I don't know why she's here, but sure. We have Fallen Female Corrin, and we have Fallen Male Corrin. So this actually is a pretty stacked line. Hey, it's Caden. Ooh, I'll take Caden for sure. Always can use, I don't really know if I need merges on Caden, but I'll still take it. Whatever. It's such a stacked lineup for Fates, honestly. Like, for me, personally, I really want all these units, which sounds weird, but I have like different reasons for each one. Brave Camilla is just a really cool unit. I love how offensive she is and how she has the built-in gravity, right? Super cool and awesome. Ooh, lots of blues. Hot Springs Hinoka, I just want because I don't have her, so I have like a Pokedex entry. So I'm not so sure about that one. Fallen Female Corrin I also don't have, so that would be a Pokedex entry. And then Fallen Male Corrin I have at +10. But the thing is, he really, really sucks. He's terrible. I know people probably get mad at me for saying that, but that's just the truth. He's like the Yenfei of blue dragons. He just dies to everything. So being able to get him an entirely new kit would be really, really nice. And even though the merge doesn't really matter, just getting a new kit with all that expensive fodder, like attack speed finish and stuff like that, would be amazing. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here yet. I think I'll get Milcorn first, but we'll see what happens. Okay, with all that said, I think that's pretty much everything I want to talk about the banner. I mean, the banner looks cool. I'm really excited for all the like unique effects, especially Alear's charge. I think Alear's charge is being underestimated. I know a lot of people are saying it's really good, but I think it's even better than people are imagining. So I'm excited to see what kind of crazy nonsense comes out of that for like Ether Raid's offense and for Summoner Duels, because I know there's going to be some like ridiculous openings you can do. So I guess that's how we jump into some questions. Hopefully they can bring us some luck, because this isn't going the best so far. We're not that far in yet, so I'm not going to complain, but I would love to get out a couple copies of Alfred, so hopefully that can change around pretty soon. Anyway, so our first question is going to be from Cameron Mercer 7635. They want to know, hope this question gives you a plus attack IV or a plus speed. That would be amazing. I've been wondering what's your hope for Faye to change for the better, and what do you think would make Faye better as a whole? Okay, so there's a lot of things Faye could do to change, I think, to be better. But the biggest one for me is the focus of the game. The game is very like PvP and competitive focused, which I'm a competitive player, so I like that to an extent. But I think they've gone too far. I think it would be better off if the game focused more on casual game modes for a while, like maybe PvE content that is challenging. So I think that would just open up the game to it. There's Katria. I think she's actually getting refined soon, so maybe I'll hold on to her. But I think the game would be better if like it focused on a new PvE game mode that was more casual, and then like more players could get into it. I think PvP just kind of pushes a lot of people away from this game. And so if they could put in a new PvE game mode that was like highly replayable and casual friendly, I think that would do a ton of help and like bring in a lot of new players. So I'm hoping that they do that, but it's been quite a while and they don't really know how to put in good PvE game modes. Like we got Frontline Phalanx, and that was really bad. Okay, let's go on to the next question. This is going to be from Mellow Marianne. What specific characters are you the most interested in getting to know more about and engage? For me, it's Zelkov and Goldmary. Good luck with your summons, and hope you get plus attack and plus speed IVs. Oh, thanks. Everyone's wishing me good IV luck. Thank you. I would love to know more about Goldmary. I think she's gorgeous. But for me, it's definitely Diamant. Diamant is like, whew, he's the best character for me. I really want to learn more about him and his country, because I think his country is going to be like the most like militaristic and like politically intriguing country in Engage. I don't really know that from anything, just from what the little I've seen, that's what it looks like. So for me, I'm really interested in him. I'm also interested in the villains, because I hope the villains are not like two-dimensional cartoon evil villains, and like they're actually complex characters. That would be really nice. Fire Emblem, please do that. Like I don't like the boring I'm evil for the sake of evil characters, so hoping they can do that. Other than that, yeah, like there's a lot of characters I'm kind of interested in, but I don't know enough, I think, to like have a real interest in more characters other than like Diamant and like maybe, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's the only character I've really paid attention to at all. Oh my gosh, we're 22 in with nothing. This is getting a bit brutal here. Engage, please engage my luck. Give me something, please. Okay, that's what's going to be from Frey Teresi Mori 8518. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Hopefully my question brings luck on the table. I'm hoping so. Let's see. No, it's Reinhardt. Now on to the questions. On the subject of engaged units, who do you think will enter heroes as their first ult? Except the ones who are already introduced in this banner, because I'm pretty sure they get ults down the line. As for engage itself, what do you think are the lessons learned by intelligent systems that they'll improve upon onto this game and not repeat here and introduce to us for the first time? Good luck, and hope you get the units you're hoping to get out of this banner. Thank you very much. So other than Alear, I guess, because like, obviously Alear is going to have the male version, and then obviously they're going to get like a billion ults, right? There's probably going to be a legendary ult, there's probably going to be, I don't know, a dual ult or something like that eventually. So other than that, I can see the other lords getting ults for sure. That will most likely happen. It's like just a matter of time, really. I don't know anyone. I guess all like the pretty characters, like I guess Chloe, but she's on this banner. Yeah, so probably just like the lords. Maybe some of the Emblas will get technically ults, right? Like maybe Marth will get Emblem Marth or something like that. I can see that happening. When it comes to lessons that intelligent systems learned, I really hope they learned a lot from Three Houses, I guess. Because Three Houses was kind of a game where I think they kind of bit off more than they could chew, right? They tried to do 4 routes with lots of different storylines and like different maps, and they just kind of did too much, I think. And because of that, the game felt incomplete. It felt like they didn't get to everything they wanted to. Some of the routes just felt very, very empty, or like not complete, right? Like we had Edelgard's route, which was like 6 chapters shorter for some reason. That's a bad circle. Wow. So yeah, I'm hoping that they learned from that and they kind of like cut back their big goals and like are deciding to make a much more concise and small and compact story, right? So they can really spend the time to give it the polish it needs and to really develop the characters and to make sure all the maps are really fun, right? And make sure that the animations are good. Like we don't have just pictures of items being given to people. So that's my biggest hope for this game. And I think it does have pretty good representation from what I've seen, or presentation from what I've seen. It seems like it's a very high quality game. So I'm hoping that that's what they learned from Three Houses, if anything, right? There's Erica. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my god, my luck has not been very great lately. This one's gonna be from Josiah Sutton 5884. So just wanted to say, I hope this question brings you lots of luck. My question is, when do you think male Alear will get into Fae? And do you think he will be a dragon unit? And do you what they think they did with the Corins? And who do you think will be in the summer banner this year? Do you have a chance at Awakening Sacred Stones banner or Engage takeover? Thanks so much for all the great content. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, because I haven't been paying attention all that much, so I don't know if Alear can even turn into a dragon. Maybe, I don't know. Don't spoil it for me. But I definitely see male Alear showing up pretty soon. I don't think, like, maybe he comes the next banner or the banner after that. Maybe he's even a legendary hero already, and they just put him on the next legendary banner, which I'd be kind of salty about if we get legendary Alear before we get legendary Valencia. Yeah, I'd definitely be a bit salty about that. So I don't know. Maybe they do the dragon form, though. If he has a dragon form, maybe they do dragon Alear for male. I can see that happening. When it comes to the summer banners, I think we still get a Heroes OC banner. I don't think they're gonna like change that up. We'll probably get like, I think Golveg was leaked. I don't know if that's true or not, but I could see that happening. And maybe it's just some other OC characters. But I could see like an Engage banner for sure. I could definitely see Engage taking over. Maybe one banner is all Engage, or maybe one banner has a lot of Engage characters on it, right? Oh my god, my luck is terrible. Oh my god, we're at 4.5%. We're almost at Spark and we haven't gotten a single actual 5-star. Oh, actually we got Dwessel. I lied, we got Dwessel. But that's not the 5-star I wanted by any means. Ugh, are we actually only gonna Spark and get one? I don't really want to break my pity on greens right now, if I'm being honest. I really want blues and reds. And oh my gosh, these circles are painful. Engage is not engaging with me. They do not like me. Jeez. There's Lilina. Let's keep doing questions. One of these questions is gonna bring some crazy luck. I can feel it. So this one's gonna be from Remton6979, and they want to know what was both your first Fire Emblem game and which one is your favorite. Okay, so when it comes to my first Fire Emblem, it was Blazing Blade, so the original Western Fire Emblem, right, with like Lyn and Eliwood and Hector. And I started playing it almost immediately after it launched. I think maybe like a month after launch is when I got it, because I got it for my birthday, I want to say. And I've been playing since then, so I've been playing all the Fire Emblem games since then. When it comes to my favorite Fire Emblem, it's Radiant Dawn, absolutely. Radiant Dawn is just, oh, it's such a good game. It has an amazing cast of characters, an amazing story other than one small part, and the world of Tellius is just so well done. There's so much political like intrigue with all the different nations and all the different characters, right? The take on racism between the Laguz and the Bayork, the oppression, the genocide. There's just so many great topics in this game. Yes, Alear! All I had to do was talk about Tellius. Thank you, Tellius, and thank you, Remton. Yes, okay, oof. Okay, that's one character off the list. Plus attack too, very good IV. Let's go, that's a very, very good IV. Okay, we'll do the greens too, because, you know, our pity is ridiculously high. But yeah, so Tellius is just by far my favorite of pretty much everything. I think Three Houses has a really good world too, they just didn't explore it quite enough. I would have liked to see more about the other countries more, right? Instead of just the 3 main countries. I think that would have been really cool. I was kind of hoping they would do that with 3 hopes, but they did it. Actually, they did do it a bit, but I wish they would have done it even more. Let's see if we can get Celine here, actually, and then we'll go into the spark. I guess we're doing 2 sparks. I kind of didn't want to do 2 sparks, but when I also want more than 1 Alfred, so we'll get 1 Alfred here. Obviously, going for Alfred 100%. And then that's the question though. The next spark, do we go for Chloe or do we go for Alear? I would like Chloe a lot. I think she's adorable. Her personality is really interesting with all her like weird food obsessions. But also Alear has really good fodder. Like Alear has really, really good fodder. Okay, so that's our first Arcane Lance, which is going to be going to Nephne, 500%. And let's keep going to the next spark. Hopefully we can get another Alfred and Chloe along the way. That would be really nice. So let's do another question. This is going to be from Tailwind Z. Hey, best of luck with the summons. If you get a 5-star, my goal will be fulfilled. Thank you. Thank you very much. As a fellow longtime FE fan, do you like the current route intelligence systems is taking with character design? Or do you want characters to look more like they actually belong in medieval times like the classic games? Honestly, I don't like the most of the designs in this game. Other than 2 characters, none of them make me think this is Fire Emblem, and I feel like this is the beginning of change I didn't sign up for as a long-time fan. I've been feeling that for a while, actually. I think like the Fire Emblem has definitely been heading more and more towards the anime style, right? Like hardcore anime style. I personally, I enjoy the more grounded medieval art style where they have like, you know, the more realistic clothing and stuff like that. Kind of, it's still a little bit over the top, obviously, because it's a fantasy game, but that's definitely my preference. I think the game Fire Emblem has been like trending more and more towards like gods and over the top like dragons and like super hardcore anime fantasy. I wish it would be a little bit more grounded. I think 3 Hopes was kind of heading back in the right direction. They still did have a little bit of like the ridiculousness of the anime, but I think like I prefer that style a bit more. When it comes to Engage, I'm not the biggest fan of the art style. I think it's just too anime in my opinion, especially Alear. The colors and everything is a bit overwhelming for me. So I'm probably like more similar to you, where I have a similar opinion. It doesn't like ruin the game or anything for me, obviously, but I definitely would prefer a more realistic touch to the art. Okay, these circles are getting better. Less colorless orbs. Okay, let's do this question. This question's kind of similar between the 3 of these, so I'll read all 3 of these out, but they have kind of a similar answer. What DLC rings do you want to see in Engage? That's from Final Messenger 36. Then we have a question from Sirlox FV. I wish you good luck for your summoning session. As for my question, what character would you like to see to Engage as a ring? And what's the main thing that called your attention to Engage? Could be art, environment, etc. And then lastly from Almatome 888, best of luck in your summons, manifesting them 5 stars for you. Thank you. For my Engage related question, if you were given the chance to create an emblem ring with unlimited creative liberty and be part of the main story, like Marth and Celica, who would you choose and why, and how would they play out gameplay wise? Example, Marth focused on speed dodging and Sigurd with his movement shenanigans. Okay, so we have like pretty much a similar question from all 3 of you. What characters do I want to Engage as a ring? And personally, I think we'll only be getting Lords. I doubt even in the DLC we'll get non-Lord characters. Like maybe, but probably not. So for me, I want Hector, I want Eliwood, I want Alm, and I like Alencia. Like if I can get those 4, I'd be extremely happy. That would be like phenomenal for me, right? When it comes to the mechanics of the rings, I haven't really been paying attention all that much to like the unique mechanics. I saw some like I think like Celica's can teleport and do AoE damage or something like that, but other than that, I really didn't see all that much. So for me, I guess like Hector, I'd want him to be like a buff dude. Like I'd want him to have like counter maybe from Awakening, where when he gets hit, the enemy takes some of the damage back, and like he would be like a frontline unit who is just there to like take hits and like just do a bunch of damage. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's like maybe like he like gives you a counter effect and like increases your defense and resistance. I don't know, something like that. As for the rest of them, I'm not really sure, but that's definitely what I could imagine for Hector, and I think that'd be pretty badass. When it comes to what like called my attention to Engage, I think it's just the fact that it's a new Fire Emblem, and it looks really good gameplay-wise. Like it looks very precise. The maps looked pretty cool, and the gameplay just looked really nice. So that, and the UI looks really nice too. So I think that's what really called my attention. The art style kind of threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. But the gameplay looks really good. So that's what I'm really focused on, and I'm hoping that the gameplay can really just be amazing and really pull me into the game. And then hopefully the story's good. That's what I'm hoping. Hey! Okay, we got Celine. Awesome. Definitely not the unit I was aiming for, but I'm not going to complain. She looks pretty... I like her art. Her art looks actually really good. Okay, let's do another question. This one's going to be from Online Nerd 9860. Hello, Oblivion. My question is, what are your top 3 most favorite designs in Engage? Just wanted to say I got back into Fae, and watching your videos helped me get back into it. Lol. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Honestly, just knowing that if I helped in any way to make people enjoy the game more or bring them back into Fae, like that means a lot to me. Thanks. Now, unfortunately, I can't answer your question, and the reason for that is that I'm going to do one actually better. I actually have a video coming out on this topic on Wednesday, and it's going to be my complete tier list for all character designs in Engage that I've seen. So there's probably characters I haven't seen yet because I haven't played the game, obviously. So I'm not going to answer that question here, but definitely check out that video. I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty funny. There's going to be some very hot takes in there. I know some people are probably going to get mad with some of the things I say, but, you know, that's what makes it fun, right? Yeah, man, our blue luck is... Oh, there's Alear. Okay, never mind. Alear likes to show up. Awesome. So, I guess I go for Chloe now on the Spark, right? Plus attack again. Another good IV. Wow. That's a really good IV. Okay, I don't really want another Celine, so we're going to back out here. I really want blues. Give me Alfred. I need another Lance. I need more Lances. I have a lot of Lance projects I want to work on. So, okay, let's keep doing more questions. These have been bringing pretty good luck. There's Roderick. This one's going to be from Purparade 6354. Since Alfred is a rearmed hero, do you think that the Kingdom leaders, Ivy, Diamant, Timera, will also be rearmed heroes as well? Lastly, I wish you the best of luck in your summons. Thanks. Oh, that's a really interesting idea. I hadn't thought about that before. So I think Ivy is a mage, if I'm correct. Diamant, I'm pretty sure, is a sword unit. I'm like 95% sure on that. And Timera, I have no idea. I think I saw her with a lance, like she was like pole dancing, beating people up with it. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I think that's the case. That's really interesting. Obviously, Ivy could come in and she could introduce like a green or blue tome rearmed weapon. So that would be really cool. So I think that could happen. But I don't think we'll get another rearmed or like another arcane sword so soon. I can't really see that happening. Or an arcane lance, right? So I don't know if they'll just like switch their weapon types, which I don't think they would do this early on typically. Typically when it comes to Lords, they want to like give them their actual weapon on their first ult. Or their first version, I should say. So I don't know. Like, I think that's possible they do it again, but I don't know if they'll do it for all 3 of them. I think they might just do it for Ivy. And I don't know what kind of weapon. I don't know if she's like a dark magician. Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Or if she's like, I don't know because I haven't really seen her fight, but her style looks kind of dark. So that would be like a red mage, which would be kind of weird. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting. I think that the next banner probably will be another Engage banner with like male Alear, and it'll probably be a different nation, right? I could definitely see that happening. The question is which one, right? That's what's really interesting, to see which nation comes next. Personally, I want Diamant's nation, because I think his nation's the most badass. From the little I've seen, at least. Okay, there's Laszlo. Can we please get a full blue circle of orbs? There's 2. I'll take 2. Okay, this question's going to be from BTU 1734. 2 questions that are very unrelated, lol. How do you think they will handle Emblem Ring units? Do you think they'll get in as new ult? That's Harden. You are not Alfred. I don't have you, so I'm not going to complain, but you are not Alfred. I think that's a good idea. He has like that really weird lance that like gives cavalry units follow-up attacks, right? Yeah. Anything else? Surge Sparrow and Trace. Okay, I mean, I don't know what I'll use them for, but I have them now, so there's that. Definitely not gonna complain about that. Okay, let me see. Do you think they'll get in as new alts? Maybe do a Harmonized Hero? Maybe they won't be added at all. So, I don't want to spoil the Forging Bonds, but they seem to already be hinting a little bit at the Emblas coming, essentially. And I definitely see them coming in. There's no way they don't take advantage of the Emblem units. Like, it's just free alt material, right? Now, the question is, how do they come in? Do they come in as just heroes? Like, do we just get Emblem Marth? Speaking of Marth, where, like, it's just a Marth alt, essentially, and maybe that's an option, right? That way you can give more Lords more alts. Or maybe they do the duo version, right? And you have the Alear and the character. I could see that happening. I guess Alear would be like the backpack maybe, so that way you don't have a million Alear ults. Yeah, I'm not really sure. They could also do a new hero unit type completely. If they do that, I think they will announce it at the Faye channel, because that's typically they want to like drop some big news. And so if they're like, hey, new unit type, here it is, it's the engaged unit or whatever they want to call it, then I can see that happening there. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I'm not really sure. I think there's so many different like ways to take this that they can really do whatever they want. But I know that for sure they're gonna do whatever helps them make more money. So I guess that's the best way to think about it. Now for your second question, which unit were you the most wrong about? Excluding Yanfei, we were all wrong about him. Damn, that was the easy answer. In other words, who ended up being a lot better or worse than you have ever anticipated by initial banner reaction? That's a hard one. It's a really difficult one. I'm trying to think back. Ascended Tiki, I knew she was going to be good, so I was going to say that, but what the heck, this is weird. I just talked about Tiki and then she shows up. I knew she was going to be good, so that doesn't really count. Maybe Air. Ascended Air I thought was going to be like really, really, really good. But the fact that she doesn't have full null follow means that a lot of times she just dies to the second hit. She's not bad, don't get me wrong. She's a very good unit still, but she's not like... She's not Brave Seliph, but ranged, right? That's definitely not what she's at. So I think maybe Ascended Air could be a good choice for the question here. Hey, it's Brave Lucina. I already have her at +10, and I already have a second copy at like +3. So we'll keep merging her up. We'll have another +10 Brave Lucina in no time. Her art is fantastic, so I'm not gonna complain about that. But yeah, I don't know. Ascended Air maybe. Other than that, I think I haven't been too far off with my predictions. There probably is one and someone's yelling at me right now, but I can't think of it off the top of my head at least. I guess Ninja Camilla, I knew she was going to be really good, but I didn't know she's going to be as good as she was. Like, I knew she was going to be really good, but I didn't think she'd like, be meta, I guess is the best way to put it. So yeah, she's definitely amazing. Other than that, I can't really think of anyone else, so yeah. There's Ares. Should I stop pulling red? Maybe I should stop pulling red. Now that I think about it, why am I have so many Alears. Why am I still pulling red? I should be pulling blue. Anyways, I mean, the blues have just terrible luck. I feel like the blue summoning pool is like the worst summoning pool now. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I haven't looked at the math, but it definitely sucks, I have to admit. Really, really like Alfred or Chloe. That would be amazing. I really don't need more than one Chloe, I don't think. Hexalite 4 is cool, but it's pretty niche. So if I could just get one Chloe, that could spark another Alear, and then I could give like Ike close call 4. Now that I'm thinking about that, I'm gonna keep doing reds because I want to give Ike close call 4. Ike needs all the premium fodder all the time, and there's so many Ikes. I need like a billion, right? That's the problem. There's so many sword Ikes. Like, why can't they swap it up? Why can't there be a bow Ike or a mage Ike or a lance Ike or something? Like, they just do sword Ike every single time. Other than brave Ike, I guess, you know. It's like, dude. That's a whole nother topic. Let's not talk about that. I'll go on a rant. There's Fallen Julia. The reason why I'm responding like that is because I have a +15 Fallen Julia, and I've never summoned for her, but she shared with Fallen Ike, so she just kind of showed up a lot. I technically +10'd her before Fallen Ike, so there she is. Oh my god, it's the God Circle. It's the God Circle. It's the God Circle, please, game. Please just give me one Alfred or Chloe. I'll take just one. If you give me 5, I'll be really happy too, though. Okay, so before we start this circle, we're going to do a lucky question. This one's going to be from Johnny Game Show 564. Okay, Johnny, you're bringing the luck. Do you think Male Alear will be the next legendary, or do you think they're just going to save him for the next New Heroes banner, and he is on the next New Heroes banner? Do you want him to have a different sword, or do you want him to have a breath effect? I think he's going to just be a completely different hero. I think he's going to be on the next New Heroes banner. He's going to come with a different nation for Engage. Kind of like how, if you played in the beginning of Faye, they had the Alm and Celica banners, and like Alm came with her like his entourage, and then Celica came with her entourage. I think they're going to do that with male and female Alear, and I think he's going to have a completely different weapon. I don't think he's going to be like female and male Byleth, where they have the same weapon. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think it will be different. It'd be really cool if they could get some other really powerful effects. Oh my god, this is not going the best. Okay, Lucas, come on. Just one Chloe. or one Alfred? One Chloe or one Alfred, please. Please, game. Please, show mercy. Show mercy, game. Okay, there's smoke. There's a chance. That's a catcher. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna really have a full blue circle with nothing in it? We got 2 catchers. Go out here. Catcher, go away. Oh my god, no. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. The circle was bait. The whole circle was bait. That is ultra rough. Okay. I hate doing this. I always do this and it's 100% and I get mad at myself for clicking it. Okay, so Alear has really good fodder, but we got 2 Alears. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Chloe. I think the correct meta choice is probably Alear. That's probably like you want to get as many mergers as possible or like fodder, but my girl Chloe is way too cute to resist, and I think her weapon's really cool. So I'm gonna pick up Chloe. Now the question is, do I keep summoning? Oh, I don't think I should. I think I should probably stop. Look at, oh my gosh, I love her art, like, and her colors. Like the colors they chose for her art is just so good. Fairy Tale Flyer Chloe, or it's probably Chloe. I'm probably pronouncing that correct or incorrect. There she is. Oh my gosh. Overall, it was an interesting summoning session. I wouldn't say it was like amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. We got everybody on the banner. I really wish we would have gotten more Alfreds though. I really wanted more Arcane Lances because there are so many units I want to build with that weapon. Either way, I'd love to hear from you now. How did your summons go if you did summon on this banner? Who were you summoning for? Were you going for the Arcane Lance? Were you going for Alear because you're into some charge nonsense? Maybe you're a person of culture and have excellent taste and we're going for Chloe. Either way, I'd love to hear about your summons, so make sure to drop a comment down below letting me know. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.